Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with lesson 3 of our book Wordsworth, and the name of the lesson is Cleanliness is Godliness. I hope you all are aware of PM's drive of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and I hope that you all maintain and follow that. So it's very important that we keep our surroundings clean and hygienic and should not litter around. So this is a story of a boy who voluntarily comes forward to follow cleanliness in his life also. Okay, so before going to the story, let's read the introduction to the story. Before you read, did you know that every year 8 million tons of garbage is added to our ocean and 80% of it is from waste from the mainland? This is a serious issue, but not everyone is aware about it. We need to stand up against the global trash problem and clean up waste in order to keep our planet clean and healthy. This can only happen once we take the small step to clean up our homes, classes and schools regularly. Let us read how Mohit of class 5 tried to maintain cleanliness in his class. So here this is a very important point, that we know that how this trash is getting added in our earth, and we should all come forward and voluntarily means we should willingly, with our own will, okay, with our own wish, we should come forward and keep our surroundings clean. So this story is again of Mohit, who is one such boy who voluntarily comes forward. Now, Aman was the class monitor of class 5. The class teacher was very particular that everyone should attend the assembly in the morning. Missing it would lead to serious punishment. That day, Aman found that Mohit did not attend the morning assembly. So, Mohit is a boy who did not attend the morning assembly, and the class teacher of class 5 was very particular, means she was very strict about it, and she wanted that everybody should attend the morning assembly. On returning to the class, Aman asked Mohit why he had skipped the assembly. They knew that their teacher was very strict about it. Before Mohit could answer, the teacher entered the class. The teacher asked Aman if everyone had attended the assembly that day. Aman replied that except Mohit, everybody had attended the assembly. So everybody had attended the assembly except Mohit, and the class monitor Aman asked Mohit the reason about this. So the class teacher also came there that time. The teacher was surprised and asked Mohit, "Is it true what Aman has said? Did you stay away from the assembly today?" Mohit said yes in a low voice and stood hanging his head. So Mohit he said, "Yes, ma'am, I did not attend the assembly," and he stood hanging his head. Hanging his head means he was feeling sorry for that. The teacher said, "Mohit, you know, whoever misses the assembly is punished. Before giving you the punishment, I would like to know why you stayed away." Mohit told the teacher that he had come to the school in time only, but the others had already gone for the assembly. So he came inside this class to keep his bag. When he was about to leave for the assembly, he noticed that the class was in shambles with dust, rubbish and other waste. The whole place was dirty and unhygienic. So shambles means that it was not in order, not in proper order, as you can see in the picture. The books were lying here and there, everything was lying here and there, scattered, and rubbish is waste, okay. So he found that the class was in a very bad shape. So when he found that nobody was there in the class, so he stayed back. The teacher had always told them that cleanliness is next to godliness. So Mohit cleaned the room and therefore could not attend the morning assembly. He said to the teacher, "Since you have taught us the dignity of labor, I volunteer to tidy the classroom. If I have done something wrong, please pardon me, ma'am. I am ready to accept my punishment by you." Now, giving the explanation, Mohit told the teacher that, "Ma'am, you have always taught us that cleanliness is next to godliness. This means that if we keep our surroundings clean, we are very close to God. So it is our spiritual duty also to keep our surroundings clean. Now next lesson that he remembers is that his teacher has always taught him the dignity of labor. This phrase is very important. This dignity of labor means that whatever you do, whatever job you are in, it should be regarded, respected equally. Okay? There is no as such job that is superior or inferior to anything. So all the jobs that are done by people, okay, whether you are gardener, whether you are some higher officer, whatever you are doing, it should be seen with respect, every job. So keeping all this thing in mind, he volunteered. Volunteered means with his own will, on his own. He volunteered to tidy the classroom. So he cleaned the classroom with his own will. So he explains that if the teacher feels that still he has done something wrong, so he feels that teacher should give him the punishment. The teacher was moved by Mohit's words and said, "Mohit, you have done a wonderful job. If everyone thinks and acts according to your view, our school will become the best. I'm proud to have you as my student. There is no punishment." Mohit was highly appreciated by the teacher, who pointed him out as a model to be copied by all others. So the teacher was really impressed. Of course, he had done a wonderful job and his thinking, his attitude was very much positive. Okay, so he was again appreciated. Appreciated means praised, welcomed by the teacher, and he was again looked up as the model. Model means example. He was taken as example by the other students also. So you should also, we all should rather takes Mohit's example and should voluntarily. We should not wait for others' command or instruction. Okay, and we should keep our surroundings clean. So with this, we end our chapter.